We are recording. Here's my little anvil I use for the vise that we just made out of a round piece of stainless. Not yet. And I've made a couple holes in this already. And I have my rivets, copper rivets from Tandy, or wherever you want to buy copper rivets. And the burrs that go on them, that's a burr. They call it a burr because it's cold? Or? Yes, exactly. You're quite a comedian. And this is the tool for setting the rivets. I'm just going to knock the burr down so it kind of holds on. You want to try not to break the cantle too. That would be bad. And I hope I can get this burr on, because Columbia made this one a little tight. Why don't you shut that fan off? Knock. And hopefully you're going to be able to see this. I have some side cutters that cut at a 90-degree angle or 180-degree angle, like straight up like this I was trying to find, but I do not have them right now, so I'm going to move along without them. Hands clean. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing any kind of leather work, because the leather tends to pick up any dirt and grease or crap. Alright, I am definitely going to have to cut that. Let's go to the next one. That's too tall to clean over. So I'm checking to make sure I have them, below the leather so they're not hanging out. It's very bad to have rivets hanging out of a saddle, because what will happen is you'll be trying to get off the bike and you'll get hung up on the rivets. And you'll get stuck on the bike, and it's no fun being stuck on a high wheel that isn't moving. And then you just kind of tap these down easy. I used to whack them really hard, but that's not what you should be doing. My rivet technique has improved. Alright, those are in there good, set well. Now I'm going to put the saddle down and go along to the next hole with an awl. The awl is basically marking the location of the hole. Nice sharp awl. Be good if you didn't stab yourself with it. But if you want to, hey. Oop. We're probably missing that. And then bang a hole all the way through. And then I turn it over and take this punch and just locate the hole and punch it through. Punch it through, try to get the piece all the way off. Robert, can you take that screwdriver and take that front saddle spring off that bike? And I'm going to need that saddle spring. Off which foot? All of them. 57-inch Columbia. time. Make it a little quicker when I bang them down. Here's the front seats I'm going to need. Because this bike is an 88 Columbia. And in 1888, they wrapped the front of the leather around this piece with this piece inside. Are these stainless? These are made out of stainless, right? That's good. It won't rust. Alright, now I'm going to set these rivets, which you may not see, but you'll live. You've already seen that part. Nah. They're tired of seeing rivets set. Nope, nope, nope. The second operation just peens over the head. It's easier to do it with two people than to try to do it alone. Although I have done it alone and can do it alone. It's nice to have somebody to be able to hold it. It's nice to have the extra hands around. Alright, now I'm going to repeat the punch it. Come on, they're not coming all the way out. You say the leather was wet? The leather is wet. It's been soaked for about 45 minutes. 20 minutes is probably all it really needs. Feels good. You want to, particularly with the cast cantles here, they're easy to break, so you got to be careful. Okay. And whatever you're working on, whatever surface you're working on should be cleaner than, probably cleaner than the surface I'm working on now, but let's see. Very fun. tend to like to use a decent sized hammer. Which I'm not sure if, you know, that's necessarily the right thing to do, but it seems to work pretty well. I made this saddle a little longer than the normal pattern because I'm putting it on a 57-inch Columbia Light Roadster, which is a bigger bike. And I haven't verified this yet, but I'm guessing the saddles were a little bit bigger as the bikes got bigger. I want this longer on this particular bike, basically to fit me. Okay. Now, oh great. I guess that'll probably be okay. Here, so I can do this, and it's nice to keep the holes straight if you can. So I think what I'm going to do here is put a hole there and a hole there. And those rivets up front, so I'll use the same size hole. I'm going to go with a little longer rivet here. It looks like it didn't come out as straight as I would have liked it to. But I'm not going to cry. All right, Robert, hold that there. Here we are knocking this rivet. Cutting. 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 Knock it down more. Make sure it's there. Remember, rivet heads hanging out of saddles are not your friend. And you could seriously hurt yourself if you don't get the rivets in there good. Because you don't want to be on a bike that you're trying to get off of and it's not letting you. It's no fun. Don't ask me how I know. I've learned everything the hard way. Ooh. Should probably have safety glasses on for this operation too. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to go put it on the bike and we'll stretch it to get the right shape and let it dry. Put some Neat's foot oil on it and we'll be all set to ride after it dries. Neat's foot oil. Bye bye, hope this helps.